one of you said that during Green Knight there was a cue that Daniel you'd written that was that the movie rejected. It just didn't work, and I think that's where the song came from. But did both of you know it at once, or did one of you say, this ain't happening"? Who made the initial call, and whose feelings were hurt?
David made that call.
I mean, the sheer.
My feelings were.
And he made the call by saying, "Dude, love you. This ain't going in the movie," or is it very gentle, like, I mean, I've been through, hundreds of these situations, and probably could write a book about the way that a director tells a composer from the abrupt, from the "you're fired, this is so wrong," to the bullshit Hollywood, "I love this, man. This is some of your best work. By the way, it doesn't work in my movie, but you're really at a new level." How did he tell you this cue wasn't working? And how did you come to a song as the replacement?
David's feedback is always couched in positivity, but it doesn't feel insincere to me because I know him to be a positive person on the whole. And so his abilities as a scriptwriter are evident even in his feedback emails to me, right? They're incredibly well crafted, and he's really incomparably able to explain what he's thinking and feeling. And if I remember correctly, this section of the film that you're talking about, Robert, that this quote came from, was for the moment when Gawain meets the giants in the middle of the wilderness. And I had written a big orchestral cue for that moment. And I wrote that cue because I looked at the scene and I thought, well, it's the biggest moment in the film. It's literally the biggest moment in the film. It needs big music. It needs a big moment. And I did that, and I watched it back. And when I watched it back before sending it to David, I thought, it's not doing what I thought it would. I have the blueprint in my mind, and often the blueprint in my mind gets at least somewhat close to what it will eventually become when it gets to the point where it's the best version of what it could be. And this was not quite it, but I sent it on anyway, because I know that in situations like this where something isn't where I want it to be, but I'm not sure what to do next, David will know, or he'll say something that gives me the right way to go.